Chat with Glendora, a show for living right. A chat with Glendora makes your day so bright. Words of inspiration, jokes to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Washing out your urinary system. So I think that was a misdiagnosis. And I have written to the Chief Executive Officer, Dr. McKenna, of Albany Med. I've written to him 4 times now. Is that right? 4 or 3? And every time I've written, I've sent $200 toward this part of the bill that Medicaid, Rensselaer County Social Services says I owe. And they'll pay the rest, $8,000. What a ripoff. What a scam. Why, it's worse than the Department of Motor Vehicles. If you could ever find anything worse than the Department of Motor Vehicles. What a scam. Folks, I don't ever want to go to a hospital again. I don't ever want to go to a doctor again. And that's why I keep hoping that Christian Science will solve this disability in the knee that prevents walking and causes so much pain. And why I keep hoping that Christian Science will return the eyesight, as it has in thousands of cases. Read their testimonials. Read them. They will exhilarate you. When you see people suffering, and then all of a sudden they're well for the rest of their lives. Okay, so one letter was $200, another letter I sent $200, and I think the third letter I sent $250 to even it off nicely. So that's $650 with $900 more to $650 with $1,100 more. And today we'll send them another $200. Now they haven't cashed all these checks, so there's an overload in the bank account. And I don't want people looking at the bank account and say, as they do, oh look, here's some money. Let's see if we can rob this. Let's see if we can rob Glendora of this, or if we can rob you of this. And they get to access to your bank account very, very easily. And they say, let's go after this money. Let's say that Glendora did something wrong and then she has to pay us this money. The way the nursing homes do. They go after your money in the bank and everywhere else. And nursing homes are run by these huge corporations and these people making money hand over fist in the nursing homes. So we brought home that excess money from the bank, and it's not good to have it around here. So can you put money in the bank, say on an account that says Glendora, but it says hold for Albany Medical Center? It cannot be spent except for Albany Medical Center. Can you have that kind of an account that nobody can touch that money, including Glennie, including you? Okay. Blessings of yesterday. Wayne Collins is a blessing through and through and through. I don't see how anybody can be such a big blessing. Make me a blessing. Make me a blessing. Make us a blessing. Make us a blessing today. To someone. Madeline was a blessing when she tried to order a pair of pants from Walmart.com that has a lot of pockets, because Sandy has failed to find out where she put the box of pants. I have a whole box of winter pants, I think 8 or 9 pairs, but for 2 months now Sandy has failed to find out where she put them when she moved them out of the hat room. And then I'm going to order 4 more of these. One for pure thoughts, nice thoughts like God is the only power there is. And then one for jokes. And then the third one for the list of contacts in the cell phone, because I can't read them, and I can't hear them, and I can't press them. But I could hear them.
Can't reach Google at the moment.
Oh, thanks, Google. How are you today? Thanks for all your hard work yesterday, dear. And then one for something else. Oh, yeah, for telephone conversations. And what else did we order? A clock. Oh, I hurt the clock. Why do you hurt the one you love? That's like with you, darling. The lovely clock that tells you the time and tells you the temperature and rings the hour every hour. I'm awake in the night a whole lot. And 24 hours it tells you what time it is. And it was sitting near a blanket, and I picked up the blanket, and the clock made contact with the blanket, and then the clock went spiraling across the floor. So I ordered a new one. And then what else did we order? The clock, the pants, the audio recorders, or something else. And she's so good at that. Very good at it. Most other people really stumble and bumble around. That help here. Victoria is really good. She has the first 2-hour shows that Long Island plays, Charter plays, each on 13 TV stations. That would be 26. And Kinderhook and Bolton, she has them all onto a DVD and labeled and packaged, ready to go to those TV stations on the 3rd Thursday of March. And also uploaded on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. She's a star. She made special programs for BronxNet. BronxNet, what a nerve you have, insisting that the program be precisely 29 minutes. Why, that's absurd. We don't live in 29-minute periods, BronxNet. But we comply, and Victoria did special editing and made 4 DVDs for BronxNet that were precisely 29 minutes straight up. And then she's going to make 4 DVDs for Mary Taylor in Hartford, because Hartford can't take a Dropbox. Gary Black up in Buffalo, Hartford cannot take a Dropbox. So send Hartford and Mary Taylor back to me. And you can take West Hartford. They can take a Dropbox. I wonder if East Hartford can. These are all 3 different municipalities. I wonder if East Hartford can. So there's a blessing that Victoria is. Sandy got over a headache and her stomach that seemed to want to regurgitate, and went and taught her 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders. Okay, blessings of yesterday. Thank you. We're up to page 361 of the big volumes called We Knew Mary Baker Eddy, and they are all people who personally knew her and gave an account thereof. And there's 20 more pages. There's 200 more pages to go. 360, 460, and 560. Will be another 20 days on that. I would say at this point, I think that the appetite is satiated, is saturated too. I would say it is. That I could get along without reading anymore, but I won't. We will finish. We read in Compton's encyclopedia about Diaz and the ivory trade in Africa, taking those poor elephants and killing them and taking their tusks to make ivory. I won't read any more about Diaz. I'm no fan of his. And we read about diamonds. We're doing the D volume of Compton's encyclopedia, 1955. The TV commercial last night was superlative. You did a great job, George Durnford, who is no longer alive. And I never had a chance to say goodbye to him or even help him in his last 2 weeks. The last telephone conversation was 2 weeks before he died. That's a great, deep darkness, an abyss. Anyway, the commercial that he did last night was beautiful. Go vegan. He had different classes of juice and good, healthy, straight from the earth fruit. No additives. Okay, there's probably a whole lot more blessings. But let's go and do your Bible passage through your jokes. Come on, honey. Oh, this is a fun time. This is the, first of all, the lovely inspiration from, what chapter is it? Wayne. Hi, Wayne Collins. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Glendora?
Oh, good. Here you are. It's only 10 o'clock and you've already done about 20 jobs.
Not quite.
You deserve a lot of credit, Wayne, the way you get up at 5 o'clock and go right about your business and you don't procrastinate. I give you credit for that, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, where's that Bible passage from?
It's from 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Okay.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Okay. This is my commandment to you. You love one another as I have loved you. What a beautiful concept, isn't it, Wayne?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wouldn't that heal everything that's going wrong in Washington?
Well, it very well could, yes.
Yeah. Wouldn't it heal everything that's going wrong in the churches today, Wayne?
Yes, yes it would.
Yeah. Now let's see. Oh, I always look forward to the words that you add to our vocabulary.
All right,
Or
I
the
have
meanings.
one for you today.
Yeah. It's not always the word, folks. It's very often a very ordinary word that you've known all your life, but it's the definition. Go ahead, Wayne, please.
Okay, the word today is ambassador, the highest ranking representative appointed by one country or government to represent it in another.
Yes. Now, that was not the stimulation I was looking for. The one in my Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, published by Charles and George, I think it was, Miriam, says that an ambassador is a high-ranking officer of goodwill. Isn't that lovely? A high-ranking officer of goodwill. I would like to be that today, folks. Will you be that with me today, folks? Let's be high-ranking officers of goodwill. Okay, do we come down to the jokes? And I think the first joke is the woman, she said she wouldn't serve on the jury. Is that the one?
Oh, it's Atlantic City.
I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one way. She says, I will not serve on the on the jury. I do not believe in capital punishment. The judge says, but madam, this is a case of a wife who gave her husband $10,000 to go out and buy a new car, and he took it to Atlantic City and lost it. And she said, I'll serve. I could be wrong about capital punishment.
How about the man who went to Atlantic City just to watch?
Oh, that's a different Atlantic City. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, the man went to Atlantic City. Can you tell it, Wayne?
Yes, the man went to Atlantic City and he said he didn't intend to bet. He was just going to watch. But he wound up losing his mind.
Well, I think we left out some of it there. He said that he wasn't going to bet on the roulette wheel, that he would just watch it go around and around and around. And he would bet mentally. And in no time at all, he lost his mind.
Yes, he didn't want to lose his money, but he lost his mind.
Now, the next one is a boy. A little rich old lady asked this young man, why are you so polite? You're such a polite young man. He says, it's my dad. When I was a kid, every time I was polite, my daddy would pat me on the head and give me a penny. By the time I was 18 years old, I had $15 and a flat head. And what's the last one, hon?
Oh, we have two more. The haberdashery store is one.
You want to take a chance on that one, Wayne?
Yes, the man went by the window of the haberdashery store and he liked the looks of the blue suit. And he said to the clerk, may I try on that blue suit in the window? And the clerk said, no, you'll have to use a dressing room.
That's one of the best jokes we have.
And then the pupil who went to school, and the teacher asked, why weren't you in school?
And he said, my mother took me to the cemetery. And the teacher said, what?
She said, how many were dead?
Oh, Wayne Dern.
Did I?
Completely, yeah, we should have heard. Okay, start again, folks. Teacher, why weren't you in school yesterday? My mother took me to the cemetery. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody dead? And he says, yes, they all were. Wayne, now where you have a list of these jokes. Tell the folks how you happen to make this list.
Well, this list is from your commercials that you do on the first week of every month in the evening for WRGB when you're helping the animals. And I made a list of all the jokes and the dates on which you delivered these jokes.
As per what date, dear?
As of 2018, I started, the first entry is November 12th, 2018.
That's a prodigious task, honey. That must have taken so much time.
Not really too much time because when you first did them, apparently they were not every night in the week at first. But then they seem to have, or I think I missed a few along the way. But I do have several pages in a spiral notebook here where I've recorded these jokes. And you've been through all of these jokes now on your Chat with Glendora program.
Yep, we dumped them on you folks. You got them all. Yes, Wayne, they were Monday through Friday since the beginning, 4 years ago. The first week of every month, Monday through Friday. They were.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry I missed a few, but I have most of them.
Yeah, oh no. No, it's... Okay, and then you know how many months there are left, Wayne?
How many months are left?
Yeah, of these jokes of the first week of every month, Monday through Friday.
Is it through the end of this year?
Yes, and that's the end. That's the end. Well, you're doing how much money was spent in January.
Yes.
Have we told the people that?
No, I don't have the figures entered onto your year sheet.
Okay.
But I did calculate them yesterday.
Now you're putting them on the year sheet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Well, thanks for your phenomenal, abundant luxurious time and care that you give the cause, which is, when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others.
Awesome.
Take care, my dear friend.
And you as well.
And applause, 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 applause. This is my commandment. Folks, two women were talking, and one said, "Did your dad die a natural death?" And she said, "No, he had a doctor." Why did the inventor cross an electric blanket with a toaster? So people would pop out of bed in the morning. Folks, may the peace dwell in your heart and mind. Go vegan.
It is Saturday, February 6, 2021.
Google just said it was February the 7th, but that's not right. It's February the 6th. (2021), and it's Saturday. February the 7th will be a year ago tomorrow that the eyesight disappeared. 1 year of blindness. Billy, the piano teacher will be here in 15 minutes. Have you washed your hands and face? Yep. Did you wash your ears? I washed the one next to her. Victoria has completed the first programs for April-May for Long Island, who sends it, which is a cable company, and sends it to 12 of its TV stations. Charter, which is a cable TV company, and sends the program to 12 of its TV stations. Kinderhook, who cablecasts the program 2 hours Monday through Friday every week, and Bolton, which cablecasts the program 1 hour Monday night every week. Thank you, Amy Johnson. Has Victoria uploaded those programs? Yes. Onto the new YouTube channel called Glendora, How You Treat Others. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. Well, how many programs did she send the TV stations? 4. For the first week of April, second week of April, 3rd and 4th, to be repeated in May. The commercial on Channel 6, 6:30 News last night was superb. Superb work by George Durnford. With carrots in the background and other magnificent vegetables. How many vegetables and fruits have you counted, Glendora? 90. 90 vegetables and fruits that we eat. 90. Raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. And what else are you thankful for? Photosynthesis. How plants make food out of the air, the water, and the soil, and light. They make food. Symbiosis. That we all live one in cooperation with the other. and the ecology, and the fish, the wonders of the fish. Just read the encyclopedia. And that's not all of the wonders, just a few, several pages though. And the birdies, our little birdies that talk to us every hour. And the mammals, and cats and dogs, and people. How long are these programs? 2 hours. Wow. Esta worked on the Brian Round's computer and printing on the Epson, and she thinks she will have it if we replace one of the color cartridges, even though we don't use a color cartridge. So that's on the errands list. $42 worth of ink cartridges. Victoria scrubbed the bathroom and scrubbed the floor. All things that Glendora used to love to do, but can't do anymore. Victoria got the timer to work, but now Glendora can't work it with Victoria gone. So Glendora ordered a new timer from Walmart.com and ordered 4 new digital audio recorders at $19 each instead of $34 each. And ordered a new clock because she spun the beautiful clock that she loves so much that tells the time out loud and tells the time every hour out loud. So ordered a new one of those. And